a 1 hour time frame, what we can see over here is we see a very clear break of the market structure. And so this break here is bullish, of course, and now we are basically looking at fair value gaps, right? So what we can see here is we can see price leaving a fair value gap just over here. So this is in the discount, right? So we have a discounted fair value gap resting over here, and we can see price hasn't really necessarily broken outside of the dealing range, although it has now. So we're going to use this information to frame an FOMC trade you could have taken on Wednesday, the 18th of June. And so when we look at this on the 1 hour time frame, we can spot a couple of things. If we just take a look at what we call the weekly cycle. And so this is the weekly cycle. So if we just go back to Monday, right, what are we looking for Monday pre-market open, right? So what I like to do typically is I like to look at Friday's liquidity. And so Friday's liquidity is important to understand, right? So this is what we call previous day high liquidity, right? A lot of people understand this as a PDH or previous day high. So I'm always keeping an eye on previous day high liquidity. So this is something I want all traders to understand, that price will often give you the best bearish weeks, or price will give you the best bearish setups after we've taken out the previous day high. And so this is what I'm looking for pre-market, right? So we can see we eventually do have a sweep of the previous day high, and we also have a sweep of the previous week high as well, which is quite interesting, right? Thursday's high was also swept over here. So we have previous day high liquidity being swept, right? This is the first thing you want to see when you're framing yourself for a bearish setup. Now, the second thing you want to understand is where you are in terms of the dealing range. And so what I mean by that is simply, are you in premium or are you in discount? So this is our 50% area. We are above the 50% area. So we are in a premium, right? We're above the 50% area. This here validates the fact that we can be looking for sells, okay? So if we continue to play price on, we had Monday's price action over here, which gave us no trade really, right? So if we go down to the 15-minute time frame,